have representation at UN General Assembly and also at the ECOSOC, the Economic and Social Council. In fact, ECOSOC is the coordinating agency for these specialized agencies. ECOSOC, which is a primary organ of the UN, coordinates with all the specialized agencies and other organs of the United Nations. So if you're familiar with the basic facts, right, now I would get started with the next topic, and we will study some of these important specialized agencies of the UN. Let's look at question number 2. Let's start with the Food and Agriculture Organization. According to me, for this year's exam, FAO can be very, very important. There have been some related developments, so FAO can be very, very important for the exam. So please read the question. Which of the following is or are associated with the FAO? I'm giving you 30 seconds. There are 3 initiatives or reports or programs that have been mentioned in the options given here. You need to check which of them are linked or associated with FAO. I'm launching the poll. Let's see how many of you can get this right. In the meantime, I'll tell you why FAO can be important. See, of late, food security and also food safety and food standards, they are in the news. You might have read about Indian spices being banned in many countries. You might have read about substandard food which causes health problems. Plus climate change, global warming is affecting agricultural productivity and food security is being threatened. So both these topics are frequently in the news, and FAO plays a very important role in this regard. So let's see how many of you have got the right answer. 36% have said option B. 38% have said D. So there is a tight contest between B and D. Let me show you the leaderboard. These are the top students. Very good. Now let's discuss the answer. Codex Alimentarius Commission. It is related to FAO. I'll explain this later. International Plant Protection Convention is also an initiative of the FAO. State of the World's Forests is one of the important reports published by FAO. So all 3 are associated with Food and Agriculture Organization. So correct answer is option D. 1, 2, and 3. This is the correct answer. Now, let's understand about FAO and also about these initiatives, which can come as a direct question in the prelims. See, FAO consists of 195 members. All the 193 UN member states plus European Union and even the Cook Islands, which is not a sovereign nation, right? Even all these territories are part of the FAO. So as I told you, FAO plays a very important role with regard to food security and food safety. That is the primary role, primary mandate of this organization. It helps in tackling hunger, malnutrition. It helps in ensuring food security for the world. So it deals with agriculture related problems, even protection of forest and environment, because that is linked with agricultural productivity. It also deals with plant protection and pest management, because agricultural productivity, food security depends on how we manage the pests, how we can ensure that we increase the productivity of our cropland, how we deal with the impact of climate change, right? So all these issues are dealt with by FAO. Mainly its priority is to bring efficiency in by improving logistics, by improving transportation, cold storage, and warehousing. Because we are sufficiently producing enough food around the world to meet the demand of the global community. But problem is, there is a lot of food wastage. It's not being efficiently distributed. So by improving transportation, storage, warehousing, etc., you can minimize the wastage, increase the shelf life, and through better distribution, through better supply chains, you can guarantee food security for the world. So this is something that FAO focuses upon. Is that clear? It was established in 1945 along with the United Nations. It is headquartered in Rome, in Italy. This is where it is headquartered. It essentially replaced an old organization called International Institute of Agriculture, which was situated in Rome. So this was restructured and renamed as FAO, and it was adopted as a specialized agency of the United Nations. So let's look at the composition as well, how it functions, what's the decision-making body within the FAO. There can be a question here. All the decisions, the policies of FAO is determined by the council, the FAO council, that consists of 49 members who are elected for a 3-year term out of the total 195 members. Amongst the 195 members, elections are held every 3 years and 49 countries are elected to manage the council. So FAO council is the highest decision-making body, brings out the policies, the standards, and works with the countries around the world to guarantee food safety and food security. So please write down the names of the publications and reports of FAO. This is a favorite topic for UPSC. If you guys have seen previous year question papers, you will come across many such questions from IR related to publications and reports or even indices brought out by international organizations. So, State of World's Forests, which was mentioned in the question, is indeed published by FAO. The other important reports include State of Food and Agriculture, State of World Fisheries and Aquaculture, State of Agricultural Commodity Markets, and finally, State of Food Security and Nutrition, or also called State of Food Insecurity Report. These are important reports and publications of the organization. Now, coming to Codex Alimentarius Commission and International Plant Protection Convention. I will explain this after this short announcement. This is about the bilingual English batch, which has started from May 7th. So if you wish to enroll, you can contact the team, the number which is available with you. So let's talk about Codex Alimentarius Commission. See, this is an initiative, a joint initiative of Food and Agriculture Organization and also the WHO, World Health Organization. This was established in the year 1961 to establish international food standards, to ensure that the food that we are consuming is safe, to ensure that food processing industry follows the safety norms and uses the right ingredients in the right concentration and prevents any toxic substances that can lead to diseases or side effects or even cancer, right? So for that purpose, food standards are established by the Codex Alimentarius Commission. So given the recent controversies related to food standards and food safety, the topic becomes very important. India, of course, is a member of the FAO. India is a full-time member. We very actively participate at FAO. We contribute to FAO initiatives as well. And the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, it follows the standards laid down by Codex Alimentarius Commission. Is that clear? When it comes to food safety and food standards, FSSAI does refer to the global standards set by Codex Alimentarius Commission. Next, International Plant Protection Convention. This also was brought out by FAO in 1952, mainly to protect the plants, to ensure that the plant species are protected from various pests and diseases, not just the cultivated plants, but even the wild plants. So that is one way of guaranteeing food security. You can improve your agricultural productivity by preventing pests and diseases that affects not just the crops, the standing crops, but even the wild plants and other species. So this is an international convention for plant protection adopted by FAO. And so this is another initiative of the organization. So these are some important details that you need. Trust me, you will waste a lot of time if you try to read this on your own. There might be a lot of additional points you'll try to cover and you'll end up wasting your time. So that is where a crash course like this will help you. I'm just giving you the relevant points, whatever is necessary. So out of this, there could be a question that might be asked, right? So this is the easiest way. Within 1 hour, 15 minutes, you can cover all these topics. Now let's take up the next question. Question number 3. Consider the following. It's related to International Civil Aviation Organization. So I'll launch the poll first. I'll give you 45 seconds now so that you have time to read as well. Let's see how many of you can answer this. It's another tricky question. It's interesting question. Okay, the poll is live. You need to check how many of the statements are correct. International Civil Aviation Organization was established through Chicago Convention in 1999. It's headquartered in London, United Kingdom. India has reconsidered its membership to ICAO over a recent controversy. How many of the statements are correct? You have 20 seconds to go. So all of you, please attempt the question. Don't sit idle. Read the statements and participate in the poll. Let's make it interactive. Last 5 seconds. All right, the poll has come to an end. Let me show you the leaderboard. These are the top students. Very good. I saw that many of you haven't given the right answer. As I told you, this question is moderately difficult. So all 3 given statements are wrong. All the 3 are incorrect. Correct answer is option D, none of the above. So I will explain this, don't worry. See, ICAO is not headquartered in London. Does anyone know where is it headquartered? Where is the headquarters of International Civil Aviation Organization? Very good. It's in Montreal. Where is Montreal? In Canada. Perfect. So second statement is incorrect. ICAO was established through the Chicago Convention. That is correct. But it was not in 1999. Is that clear? Chicago Convention was adopted in 1944 that dealt with international civil aviation safety. Based on this, the organization was established later. 1999 is incorrect. The year given is incorrect. But Chicago Convention is correct. So statement 1 is also wrong. And India has not reconsidered its membership. There hasn't been any such controversy. It is just a hypothetical statement. So all 3 statements are wrong. Option D becomes the correct answer. Now, let me provide you the basic facts. If possible, note down the points as well. Later, of course, you can download the PPT, but it's better you jot down the points then and there. See, International Civil Aviation Organization was formally established in 1947. It started functioning from 1947 onwards, but it was established through the Convention on International Civil Aviation of 1944, or also called the Chicago Convention, where the convention was held. This was the first time that global community was coming together to discuss about civil aviation safety. Because as the Second World War was coming to an end, aviation was becoming